Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. I hope audio and video is working. I'm waiting for incognito window to give me a feedback. If that works out, then I'll know that things are fine and things are working, and then we'll get started. Okay, so as of now, I think all things are fine, functional. Let's get started. Now, here's the deal. I'm a bit what you call compromised simply because I had wisdom tooth removed, like literally like this. One wisdom tooth from here, toy, another from here. So this one was not that bad. They did remove it. Unfortunately, there was like a minor cut happened after like 2-3 days. Maybe eating some food, something happened. There is an ulcer there, so I'm not very comfortable. As I should have been, but such is life, things happen. Although given I checked into YouTube like what people's other experiences like about wisdom tooth, mine seems like, fine. So it will take, I'm pretty sure in 2-3 days, it should hopefully, knock on wood, in 2-3 days, it should pass away. After that, we'll be back to normal. Okay, are people unable to comment or something? Let me double check. Stream health, hold on, edit. There should not be an issue. Monetization, customization, members. Okay, sorry. Yeah, fix that issue. Okay, my apologies. There was an issue. I had a feeling somebody might have messed it up. All of you should be able to comment now. Yeah. Hi. Hello. Yeah, my apologies. There was a setting error. It happens because in my Hindi stream, I have to do members only. In my English, it has to be subscriber only. So sometimes I do, mix those things up. My apologies. It was in members only. Yeah. It was my bad, my mistake. I fixed it. Thankfully, it was fixed in 1 minute, under 1 minute. So all good. So let's get started. Well, here's the deal. The reason why we have this sort of thumbnail is that I was this close, okay? This close. We originally completed our drone engine. Again, right now, the engine is what you call proof of concept. There was one proof of concept, AAO1, that was built and tested in America. We haven't done that in India. We have built a bigger engine, 4-stroke one, and we have built a small 2-stroke one for the, what you call, drone industry. And again, I'm more hopeful about 2-stroke simply because we don't burn oil. And if we are going with hybrid topology, that makes more sense. Like, why carry extra weight? So, and again, if you're not burning oil, there is no legal reason you can't have 2-stroke systems. So I'm gonna more push company towards that approach where it's like we are going all in on 2-stroke. And right now, the biggest hurdle that we have, it's what we call chicken and egg scenario. Many startups have also faced this. It's like we have to show a running engine in order to get investment. But to make a running engine, we need investment. You can't just make an engine just send parts somewhere here. It does not work that way, because again, engine requires what you call very high tolerance. Now, when you're talking about normal crankshaft engine, all things are sorted. Every aspect of it, every vector of it is solved issue. So you can make a crankshaft engine that is like, very sloppy, and it will still work because we have sorted. We know what has to work, what is not there. Now, when we are building with CV motion engine, because it has 3 elements of energy transfer, it is a bit more finicky with alignment. And again, as we build up the experience with it, it will become far more what you call in tuned with it, where it's like, okay, this is how we have to do. Again, it happens every time when you are building something, you go through this sort of process. Like example, I would say Raptor Mark 1 versus Raptor Mark 3. It takes time, like there is no cheat code there. But unfortunately, we don't have a place where you can just like, okay, we're gonna have our engineer, they're gonna just like, work on it and like refine it. That we don't have that. So we are, and again, originally we did try a lot of, there are a lot of companies in India that can manufacture engines for us, but they have a primary requirement, meaning generally they only work for large scale, what you call, corporations. So they are like, okay, Honda makes Hero Honda is a company. Honda, what you call Hero, right now makes a lot of motorbikes. So they clone like 100,000 piece of engine. That's their bulk order. So there are a lot of company that can take care of that. But unless we place order for 100,000, they do not want to deal with us. And some who did agree, they charged enormous amount of price, and their what you call precision was not up to the mark that we needed. So we got stuck in this chicken and egg scenario. We have been chasing it for so long. It's like it's been going for months, and then we finally, after all that sweat, blood, and tear, we finally got the engine mounted in the our electronics team. Basically, it's a separate company that is taking care of the engine control unit. They're gonna do the firing of it. We got there, put it there. YouTube video is available on ahirawat's channel.com. So why I'm saying channel.com, Ahirawat YouTube channel. In that you can see that video. That was 3 months ago. Now, why didn't we start it? Well, we did. We tried it, and then turns out there was compression issue in one of the cylinder. Basically, it is always in two cylinder. We have one cylinder misbehaving, so to say. We took it back, worked on it, finally got both cylinders working proper compression, both of them equal, balanced, everything is fine. Okay, now we finally go. The team went on holiday for some reason. Something happened with the team. It's like they might be busy with some other project or something. It's like, yeah. Basically, that got stuck. I was so close of hoping like on 21st, not 21st, why I'm saying 21st, 20th August, we should have seen the engine first test firing, but now it's got delayed. Like it is taking, like I'm that's it's also giving me a certain level of appreciation for companies like, you know, Rocket Lab. It's like, where is their Neutron? It's like it is what you call fundamentally frustrating to deal with this sort of things. And yeah, basically iteration is very expensive. It is, my man, it is. It's brutal. It's almost like we have to have like almost 20 cr just to start. Like we can't get the 20 cr like so it's like and again you are like, can't you have a angel investor and all that? Yeah, there are, but they will take very large chunk of it. Meaning, if we show a running engine, how much of our company that we have to slice off goes down. If you do not have a swing, it's like then the risk becomes high. They might take, like, they literally might own your company even though you are the owner. So for that reason, it is ill-advised to go that naked, that raw. It's like, I have something where, like, if the closer you are to what we call bootstrapping your operations, it's like, okay, we need this much and we are almost there, the less your company you have to slice off. Less you have to slice off. So for that reason, you do not want to just go all in. It's like, oh, we're going to take stocks and all that. Yeah, unless you want to do pump and dump, it is not recommended. I've still a lot of time not studying well. Now I am in second year, getting more exposure of world. I understand how important education is. It took you college to understand that? But anyway, it's not education that matters. It's your ability to learn. That's what you are there for. Basically, learn how to learn. Because here's the deal. You might think, oh, I know things and all that. Every student does. I also did. Every Tom, Dick and Harry does. Everyone you love, everyone you hate, everyone you admire, everyone you despise. All of them. Has this issue where it's like after the institution you feel like, you know, I'm the man, I got this. Once you actually get into a job in real world, then real world bitch slaps you, and then your true education happens. And this is where like, you know, wheat is separated from the chaff, so to say. Meaning there are two types of people. One who, like, once they are in a job environment, they are almost seeking homeostasis. Basically, like, this is my ecosystem. Now, again, nothing wrong with that. For example, not everybody has that, like, you know, burning desire to chase. And again, they might feel uncomfortable with that. They might be like, okay, hey, job is just a job for me. I want to spend time with my family. Some people would be like, you know what, I don't have wife or kids, and again, I want to focus on that. So it's fine, but you have to understand this is where separation happens. If you are seeking homeostasis, whereas, like, you know, I got this job, like all things is good and well, that's the time you have to push yourself. The people who push in that you know, domain, they grow up, and those who don't. Again, your college does not matter. This is the first thing that matters. Meaning, when you are doing job, how much effort you are putting into yourself to improve yourself. Because at the end of the day, you have only one thing to sell. It is skill set. You have to sell it, and you have to be so good at your skill set. And not to mention, God help you if you are in a domain where you have to fight against the AI. You really need to be what we call best of the best of the best. So please learn how to learn. Meaning, I cannot tell you like how many people I have like, you know, they have a conversation. It's like, oh, where did you study engineering? I'm like, bro, I'm an artist. It's like, oh, then why do you know? It's like, fundamentally, like, a lot of people don't have a concept that you can just buy books like this and study it. Like, it's open, it's available. Heck, you, if you are next to a what you call a library, you can get this quality books for free. Heck, one book that was stupendously expensive, I printed it. Should not do that, but I did because again I'm studying it. I'm not getting most of it because again I don't have the prerequisite mathematical knowledge. But here's the deal: we live in the internet era. At least I can understand the concept. If I'm stuck in somewhere, I can YouTube it, I can Google it, whatever have you. And heck, now we only have AI to help me. So keep learning, keep iterating. The moment that stops, you die. So what's the present condition of CV engine? What is needed to do make a working engine? Nothing. Wait. That's why I said delay. Like I don't have to do, like our side is done as of now. Again, let's say engine goes kaboom. That's a different thing. But our work so far, it's done. It's done. The end. We gave it to our, what you call ECU, right? Engine control unit. ECU people, they have to do the wiring again. They had done it previously, so harness is pre-built. So it should go, what you call, quickly, and they do also have to do what we call timing alignment. That's the biggest thing. Everything else is child's play, is the timing. Once they get the timing, then tuning it is not that big of a deal, but they should get it. But again, at this point in time, we are hoping for that. Planning to buy RAM in half the price, or the point should I consider? I do not know, man. Like, I do not know, because here's the deal: you might buy right now and pay over, and again market crashes, AI bubble crashes, and then tomorrow you're like, okay, why did I bought it? But again, upside can also happen, where it's like, AI bubble stretches on for another 5 to 10 years, and then you'll be like, bro, I could have bought it back then. So I do not know. Like, this is messy, messed up. I do not know what to do in this. From where did USA got the balls yet? It is something unique to them, I have to say. Like, unique to them as in, like, what was it? Like almost like a prison colony, so to say. So like, go there and tame the wilderness, so to say. So the only people who survived there was ballsy people. It was not a scenario where you can just like lol, like, basically spoiled people could not have survived in the early Americans, as in like 1720s kind of America. You could not have survived there. There was no civilization there. UK at that time was completely civilized, as in like it was sorted. Again, they did not have vaccine yet, but it was sorted. Like, you have a structure, you have this, you have taxes, all those things were sorted. But when you are going into America at that time, 1700, 1720, there is nothing. Nothing. Like, you have to build everything. So only certain kind of people will be drawn there. And what about immigration? Yes, they themselves were the original immigrant, and when they created a country border, so to say, uh, everybody who got in, be mindful, the early days immigration was very difficult. Even if, like, going from Canada to America was not like lol, because there was no car. So only very dedicated type of people went there, and meaning they adopted that ecosystem very well. So America, for like I would say till 1850s, they had an ecosystem. They had their own internal wars. I think apparently they had a war with Mexico for some reason. I can read American history to figure that out, but they had that, like, all that hassle happened. And then the biggest event happened, which was World War II. They went from nothing, just a big country, to a country that has teeth. World War II was their, firing moment, where it's like, you have the metal blade, and then you put in a furnace, and then you come out, and then you hammer it. That's what World War II did to them. Once that happens, after that, it's like, yeah, no other country can go against them toe to toe. Not even China. Like, fundamentally, it cannot. You could harm them, you can wound them, but you can't beat them. And again, the act of harming them and wounding them will make them more strong. So the only thing that can destroy America at this point in time is internal politics. Nothing from outside. Like, almost nothing. Heck, if you try to do from outside, that might unite them. So the attitude is a very, what you call, American thing, for lack of a better term. That's why I started to learning Japanese. It makes me feel productive. Okay, it's better than nothing, I would say. That's a 10 on 10, better than nothing. But here's the is it affecting your productivity, as in like your work productivity or not? Because that does matter. Because here's the, a lot of people do learn Japanese, but they're like, okay, why did you learn it? It's like, do you have, like, you actually travel to Japan, or do you have like Japanese colleagues or something like that? No, so you can watch anime without subtitle. I'm like, so that also matters. Again, there is nothing wrong. It's much better than doing nothing, much better than doom scrolling TikTok. But be mindful of that when it's all finished. I told you, like, our side is done. Of course, we'll wanna start working on what you call another copy of that engine. Ideally, we want as many copies of engine in our own dime as possible before we start to raise money for next funding round. And you have to understand, like, I take care of the technical side. I know how that CNC works, I know how the VNC works, I know how the G code, again, not know as in like I'm gonna do that, but as in like, okay, what's going on, that's my department. Naveen, who's the CEO, his department is the money. I do not touch money, he takes care of the money. It's my job is to everything else. So it's his department to how the heck he's gonna sort that. But again, we would be in much better position if we go to someone and it's like, yeah, we have an engine. It's like, can we see it? Yes, here's a running engine, here's a flying drone with it. If we can do that, then it's like, bro, money will again, even if we are not getting infinite money, will the amount of company we have to risk will go down. It's like so that's the aim, so to say. Again, I was like a bit annoyed by it, and I think it's hurting badly today, because again, ulcer goes like this in pain, like, slowly, painful, then slowly fades out. Such is life. If it does not, doctor did say that if it's not taken care of, like, do come back in few days and we're gonna give you antibiotics if it does not go away. I really hope I don't want more antibiotics in my body, but such is life. Such is life. Sometimes T3 decides to destroy it, but it's like America has guns because in the early days they needed to protect themselves from powerful persons. Yeah. See, again, that's what, like, it's America was almost like a filter state, where they like hundreds of people went there, only the one who are ballsy were survived. So it's almost like a natural selection for them. Indigenous people, like, again, like, you might think, okay, America went out and deleted indigenous people. That's not how it went. Like, a lot of indigenous people put up a very strong fight, and while most did not learn or adapt, some did. They learned how to use weapons, gunpowders, and all that. So that was a big, brutal thing. And not to mention, America is huge. So just physically traveling from A to B is mind-bogglingly difficult. Like, people were dying just traveling from one end to other end of America. So while today it might seem super, like, what's unique about them? It's like the fact that people went there to, what you call settle it. We used to call them that, like, settlers. That was the, what you call, filter for them. It's like, it's a brand new place. Again, yes, indigenous people, they will be deleted. Then again, I think at some point even Irelandian people were there also. They were also got deleted. So it happens. It's like, new people come here. Same, every country has that. Like, you study Chinese history. It's like, okay, this king has there, this king happened, this king deleted, this king, it's normal. It's a Wednesday. So I always find it funny when people are like, oh, it's a stolen land. It's like, every land is stolen land. Somebody was there, somebody powerful came, deleted them, the end. Go home. Like, that's history 1.0. Everything has that same history. Even in India, inside India, we have kings. We had, Gupta Empire. What does that mean? That simply means there were smaller puppies that were taken over. That's normal. Look into Japanese history. Same thing. There were a lot of smaller system and unification, the empire. What do you think that happened? Just like, ta-da! That's not how it happened. It's a bloody war. So that's normal for every piece of land. So America was like almost like a fresh start. And because of the brutal environment of America, it removed the weak links. Basically, spoiled people could not have survived there. They did not have enough rivers compared to China or India. They did not have enough anything, oil also. They did not have that. So then again, basically all that what you call ability was channeled in World War II. Once that happened, the end. Like, a world literally cannot go against that. So yeah. Why US allows companies to destroy the country and young generation? Yeah, that's the penalty. That's why I said, like, it's almost like in Hindi we have a saying, "Ghar ka bhedi Lanka dhai," as in, like, Sri Lanka used to be like, kingdom of Ravan. He was almost impregnable. Basically, his empire was impregnable. Like, you could not do anything to it, practically speaking. But the secret that undid his empire came from someone from inside. Basically, if somebody cheats you from the inside, you can't defend against it, right? Like Trojan horse. It's literally that. So that's the same thing. Like, Americans were very focused, very methodic, but corruption is a very slow disease. It's a very slow disease. It's like just a little bit here, little bit there, nobody cares. But by the time you detect it, it's almost like cancer. Like, you detect it early enough, it's minor inconvenience. Do not detect it, yeah, you can't treat it at that point. So that happened. Alleged is both for anime and my career. As I am IT, there are requirements for Japanese and German. I don't believe you. Press X for doubt. But hey, better than nothing. I respect that. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry who's actually genuinely trying to do it, it's respectable. The Chinese also caught up with US economically. They did not. I keep saying that, like, for some reason, people are not understanding. China sold its future for a brighter today. There is no future for China. Like, they themselves deleted it. Every Chinese mathematician warned them, do not employ brutefully one-child policy. It will delete the country. Now, again, deletion happens in 90 to 120 years. So people are like, oh, it didn't happen. It's like, no, you did. You did. It's like, a tree cannot survive if the root yearns for the light. And again, they did. So they are basically Soviet Union with better economic structure, but fundamentally flawed. Again, that's why their own philosophy went from one-child policy to three-child policy. But again, once you added that much poison for that long, you can't undo it. And it's like population does not, their whole ecosystem will fall apart if they do not have massive population. Everything will fall apart. So, I've been following the videos, so notice that you're slowly becoming leftist. I have seen this. See, I'm neither leftist nor rightist. I just don't care. Like, fundamentally, I go on topic by topic. For example, somebody says, I want tariff. I'm like, okay, great, amazing. Tariff is a tool. How would you implement it? Will you implement it right or not? That's up to you. That's up to you. I'm neither right or left. And I have said this time and time again. I am a steering wheel. For example, at certain point, country needs to go left. I'll go left. If certain times country needs to go right, I'll go right. Again, you might be seeing flipped, but you get the point. Basically, it's a steering wheel. You go this or that. I'm not like, oh, I'm leftist or rightist. That's not how it works. If you do that, I'm sorry. You are already the problem in the country. As is in your communication skill, state propaganda machine. Netanyahu is interested in your communication. He wants you for state propaganda machine. Yeah. Don't follow the leftist propaganda. It's better for fight against the arrogant government than to fix the compare power hungry mad family running. Again, I have said it time and time again. I knew when India went for ethanol, we're gonna starve to death. Right now, for last 3 days, news have been coming again and again that sugar prices in India is going exponentially high. Now, people are trying to justify it is that it's monsoon or something. I'm like, bitch, India has monsoon for thousands of years. We know how to deal with it. We know how to manage it. We have satellites. We have weather predictions. And it's good at this point in time, fundamentally. But and everybody knew that. Like, everybody knew that. We do not have, like, a massive green forest to delete that Brazil has. We will starve to death if we did ethanol. Government forced it. Public hurt. Government still forced it. Now it's like, oh, food prices are also going up. It's like, yeah, India's large population cannot afford food price hike even a little bit. Somebody is saying, like, newspapers are saying, not even just me, newspapers are saying that, like, we are importing sugar. How retarded a country like India has to be to import sugar? Isn't the whole brain damage of ethanol was like, we will save dollars? Like, now we are spending it on food? Because here's the deal. Petrol, you did not need to replace it. Electric vehicle with hybrid systems, or even just electric, will slowly reduce petrol consumption. You do hybrid, you can do reduce today. That's the only difference. If you do full electric, it will take 50 years. If you do hybridization today, you will start to reduce fuel consumption. That would be much better, much longer sustainable. And not to mention, we are already paying massive amount of subsidies for that. Why you are double dipping subsidies? Like, we do not have enough income. We do not sell oil. We have nothing that can give us that much money where we can risk brain damage like ethanol. And not to mention, did nobody in India studied the history of ethanol? Nobody. Like, America has 10-year history. Brazil has 50-year history. Nobody in the entire government did that. So how the heck that happened? It's the same thing. It's like, if a government gets out of control, it's on public. And again, you will go, but the opponent is worse. Everybody says that. But if a country is running on a system that is stable, opponent would be manageable. A weak government would be manageable. But out of control government, read the entirety of human history for last 200 years. Out of control government never ends well. It will always lead to hell that is worse than what you are running away from. Every time, all the time. It's not if this and all that. Again, flat out, I'm very clear at this point. And in the last video, I said, like, people should worship gods, not government. Literally, somebody in India right now is making a temple for our PM. I'm like, that's bad. That's bad. Like, that needs to go away. Like, it has to go away. Otherwise, we will not have this country. Flat out. Oh, the family and all that. Again, we don't. Again, I have a better solution. It's called, single transferable vote. But you're not going to do that. So what else is left? Either you solve the mathematical problem with voting system, but you're not going to do that. Then this is the only solution. It's like basically doing RCT in your teeth. It might seem painful and expensive, but if you do not take care of it when you can, you have to do implant. And RCT, while it is expensive and painful, implant is on a whole different level. Again, one of my teeth went here, it needs implant. It's like, okay, how long it's gonna take? Yeah, 3 months. It's like, what the hell? Oh, we have to first drill there, we have to put a screw there, and then we have to wait for the screw to bond with the bone. Unless we are damn sure that bone and screw has bonded properly, we're not gonna install a cap on it. That's the problem. Flat out, I'm very clear. Like at this point in time, if India has to choose between a strong government or a weak government, because again, strong government has already shown sign of like going out of control, we're gonna die. Like it's not if this then that. And again, our birth rate is already below replacement. Family unit is already deleted, and at this point in time, we might even cross 100 rupee per dollar. And then people will say, "Oh, but Japan, oh, but China." No, we did not had that messed up of economy. Japan had one time where they messed up that badly, and they are working their ass off to fix it. China intentionally does that. We do not have that luxury. We cannot afford this sort of things. Left or right is childish. Logic, we discuss on politics, not I leave. Yeah. He said hates communism. I hate dictatorship, communism all the time. And I've said it time and time again. Communism sounds great unless you understand human psychology. It fundamentally is anti-human psychology. And nature is very cruel and very capitalistic. We have to tame it. Basically, people think, oh, pure capitalism. There is no such thing as pure capitalism. You always have fire brigade, you always have tax, you always have army, you always have police. What is that? It's basically immune system. So there is no pure communism, there is no pure capitalism. But if I have to choose between what common people think of like capitalism or communism, always choose capitalism. Oh, but capitalism has this problem. Of course it has. That's great. Fix it. It's almost like people, slept in the steering wheel and then the, car went out of a cliff and people like, oh, what happened? It's like, didn't you had laws to make sure that monopolies were not created? It was done in 1800s for oil companies. Yes, that's how long ago it is. And we are like, Meta, the companies that Facebook bought should not have been bought. Basically, Facebook and WhatsApp should not have been sold. All of these 10,000, death by 1,000 cuts should not have happened. There were laws, there were systems, but corruption happened. People are like, oh, it's late stage capitalism. That word has caused more damage to capitalism than anything else. There is no such thing as late stage capitalism. Only law by law, you keep changing the system corrupts, system rots, the end. For example, everybody forgot like the whole point of a free market was if a company is growing, so are the employees. And somehow from basically who's the president before Reagan president time, he changes that corporate system. Basically before that, that's why they say golden era. As in if you were working in a company was growing, your salaries were also growing. Now it's like, no, your salary is like same. Like at best, they will match it to what you call inflation in index, which again generally always under reports. So you are getting poorer while your company is printing trillion dollar profits annually, and you are starving to death. So again, this is corruption. It's not late stage capital, it's corruption. It's flat out corruption, brick by brick, day by day. It just, you did not handle it when you could have, and now everybody is dead. India has started importing sugar first time, it's in news. Yeah, again, if that happens, it's like, yeah, I have said that time and time again. If you are dumb, nature deletes you. This is the one thing that I hate about current education system. Not hate, as in like, we need to update it. It's like, we should not say survival of the fittest, because that's not what happens. Death of the dumb is the action that happens. Death of the dumb. Result is survival of the fittest. So we have to specify that you can't be dumb. You can't. If you're dumb, you die. Like, it's not optional. Oh, I'm done. No, brother, no. You can't afford to not know the difference between hydrogen as an element and thinking hydrogen is a technology. It's not. Like, for example, so many people in my hydrogen train video were like, oh, people said EV would not work. It did not. EV never worked. It did not work 250 years ago. It still does not work. Every new EV sold, it's 1 out of 200. Meaning, if global warming, you genuinely think global warming is an issue, we're going to be long dead before electric vehicle has even 1% of impact. 1% of impact. So, and again, when we started with electric vehicle, we started with lead. Then we switched to nickel. Then we switched to lithium. Technology, we changed the element. Hydrogen is the same goddamn thing. Hydrogen did not change. Like, I'm not joking. Like, somebody literally commented, this actually broke my brain. That's why I have not replied to all the comments in what you call hydrogen train video. I generally reply to every single comment, but first that video went a bit viral according to this channel standard. Somebody was generally complaining, you say like, 8 megajoule is smaller than 32. But remember, like, a bigger number does not mean good, because look at our microcontroller. We went from like, 20 nanometer to 3 nanometer. And I'm like, Yeah, we deserve death at this point in time. Like we did. Like nature is like, yo, this is retard. Let's just delete this whole thing. So yeah, I was some go getting nothing was some men would do not care, and some men would see. And if once you go to family court, anything anybody else does to women, it will not affect you. Like flat out now. Like right now. Uh, First question: why there are no feminists in Afghanistan? That's the first most important question. Second, why there are so many goddamn women? This happened recently. There is this American woman. I think cases was like 3 years ago, but right now the trial is going on. A woman deleted 3 of her children because apparently she had psychosis. She sent her husband out for chores, basically housework, and then she strangled 3 of the babies. Every woman is supporting her. It's like, yay! Postpartum depression leads to this. I'm like, do women really do not have a higher neural function? Like, they genuinely do not understand. Like, you cannot say psychosis as a explanation. Like, it makes no difference. I think people accept Batman as a reality. It's like it's a retard logic. If Joker existed in real life and he was genuinely insane, people will still put him down because you are a threat to everyone else. The amount of money, it's like $1 million money women raised, and thousands of women in pink dresses, and they're saying, and I'm not joking, like there are actual TikTok videos where like women are like, I am so angry on my babies. I'm like, isn't the whole point of men versus women was like, men are, not to be safe around with kids? Like, when did this just swap happen? But again, if you're dumb, nature will be like, bro, we gotta delete this thing. How will you do that? You're like, okay, we have some political party whose sole point would be, we're gonna give free abortion 24 into 7 into 365. You don't have to ask question. You don't have to pay for it. We'll ask men to pay the tax and all that. We'll do that. So nature got no chill. Nature got no chill, brother. Nature just deletes dumb. My friend took admission in BTech Delhi, in state capital. I feel sad because I'm doing bachelor's in arts in local college. See, what you start with means nothing. Okay? Again, I'm an artist. Did that stop me? No. So then why would that stop you? Imagine what you can do. Never ever let anything in past stop you. Okay, you did what you could do in situation you are. Okay, great. Never stop learning. Never stop learning. You keep learning, keep growing. As per government data, government data of what? Yeah, okay, sugar import. Okay, bro, read book majority the trap. I know the hates communism, but why I love MNC and national monopoly, which is worse. Again, not out of basically anything that is out of control is always bad. Like, what is cancer? Cancer is your own cells mutating out of control, not working. That's the same point. Everything requires filter. Everything requires what we call checks and balances. You can't have a world where it's like, I don't want to do it. It's like, I think there is an amazing quote from Star Trek. Where it's like, this woman, like, using fear and all that, like, does a lot of things. Again, nothing bad. It's just like, violates privacy, takes out information and all. Basically, all the legal guardrails, she throws it away. And people support her. They're like, oh, something bad happens. Like, no. The guardrails were put in this very exact reason. Like, and then Worf was like, I supported her. It's like, vigilance. You always have to be vigilance. Corruption will never happen like, how you see in the movie, this one corrupt cop came in and the world died. No. It's always the small, little things. Your vigilance falls apart, you die. Don't you think importing sugar is easier than importing more petroleum given the circumstances? You are importing fuel. You are importing food. They are not the same thing. A country like India cannot import food, not sustainably anyway. Like, again, if we import like, some raspberry, go YOLO on it, who cares? But if we import something as foundational as sugar or as foundational as rice, we did. Brother, we did. USA was made from progressive migrants are taking small people are hard for. See, there is no progressive or it's like there were hardworking people and lazy people. Hardworking people survived, lazy people died. The end. There is no progressive and also because I guess here's the deal. What is right now, it will look like hyper progressive back in that day. What is right then? Again, right and right. If they needed to fight war, you would go with full liberal. Yeah, you would lose the war. So steering. There is no black and white. Never put people in black and white candidates unless they are modern people and they are actually so much brain damage where they're like, no, I'm everything left, everything right. Yeah, that's why again, that's why I keep saying that we have to change the voting system. It has to go to single transferable vote. If we do not do that, we die. Because again, mathematically, this thing always oscillates and falls apart. Seeing as a state. If you want to understand how government works, read a book, Seeing a State. Again, right now, that's not my priority. My core priority is learning electronics. That's why the current book I'm reading, do I have a book here? Yeah. Current book is this. I have gone through like, I'm barely understanding anything, but I finally understood roughly, so to say, what is Fourier transform, why lagging and all, and I'm almost touching what harmonics is. Almost. Again, I can't do the math yet, but I know more than I used to know, so I'm happy. And that's my priority right now. Like, I'm not interested in any other books. So how to become father without woman? Well, start deep research in what we call artificial womb technology. Although more and more interest are pouring into that sector, which I'm a bit shocked. I thought it will not happen next 30 years, but money has started to flow already. As a farmer, seeing delay and low rain is terrifying. There's nothing to fix the climate as it scares me for our future. Bro, I hear you. I hear you. Yes, a deep state can fight the world by itself. We don't. Yeah, I've said time and time again. Again, if India is like, okay, what if we smoke weed and what if we do retard things? Yeah, of course you're gonna be retard. Like, we could have done seaweed biofuel. We have so much surface area of sea available, ironically, because of our size. And it's not even like choke points, like, Saudis and all that. Like, it's a free sea, Indian Ocean. Like, chill, brother. We got the space. But no, we're gonna do brain damage. To die. Nature is like, bro, die. Bro, die. Nature got no chill. I have the question, doesn't CV engine all of your making plans go plugins decide first? It's not the time to ask, right? No, the CV engine right now, the first hardware we are building, it's for drones, because again, market is hot there, and that's where India is very dependent. Like, not joking. This happened. Air Force people is like, we need drones. Okay, 15, 16 companies, many startups came together. It's like, okay, sir, we have this, great, place order and we can order. And it's like, okay, then they did the analysis, like, okay, how much part? Again, nobody expected semiconductor to be made in India. Fine. All of the engines were also, like, somebody had Turkey engines, somebody had freaking German engines. It's like, what's the point? So market is very hot there right now. Again, at least we hope, knock on wood. I need a baby. Baby will make me responsible and fair for future legacy. Do you know whole feminist movement supported by USSR and CIA reads upon it? It's irrelevant. It's flat out. Here's the when you are stable in yourself. Again, this is why all I keep saying that religion is a requirement of the people, because again, you need something that is above people, where it cannot be corrupted. So fundamentally, that's why people need faith. You can't have faith in government. If you do, nature has to delete you. It's like, yo, I created a defect. You can have faith in gods, no problem, fine enough. Again, that's the only architecture that has survived the test of time, so definitely I'm not going to insult that. And again, you can have faith in your family, which is the only tangible unit you have where you can have faith. But if that breaks, which again, that's what Soviet Union and CIA did, there is nothing left. But again, why did women choose that? Like, women chose that willingly, chose that. That's why I said, like, once you go to family court, what you see these women doing after there's a, oh, women are being killed, it's like, you would not even care. Not even joking, like, genuinely go to a family court. Go to a family court. And again, recently seeing that thing was like, oh, women murdered 3 children. It's like, I support with her. I stand with her. I'm like, do they genuinely do not have a brain? Like, genuinely, they genuinely do not understand that there is no feminism in Afghanistan. Like, they genuinely do not understand what it means or says. Anyway. See, I will protect, always protect US interest in India. Political party changes our interest. Again, they do not have infinite power unless you give them infinite power. And they have infinite power because you keep worshipping government rather than public. Like, that's what it's like. That's my last video was like, listen to your countrymen. Do not listen to government. Listen to your countrymen. It's like, no, but government. It's like, oh, then die. Nature is like, yeah, yo, defective, delete. I think somebody was saying, yeah, Theodore Roosevelt made anti-competitive laws in 1800 US and European Union copying it now. And that's the whole thing. Like all the laws, I'm not asking a single new law. It was there, it is there. They're just not employing it anymore. Again, Drumhead, I think that's the title of the episode on Star Trek. Should see that. Like it's deep. I'm like, I'm not watching it anymore. I'm just like, let me forget this episode and then I'm gonna watch it in like, 1 year or 5 years from now. Because again, it was heavy. It was like, damn, damn. We used to import food before Green Revolution and we were dying. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like India can, again, let that be very clear. If somebody's like, oh, India is importing coffee, who cares? But core foods, as in like, sugar, grains, rice, these sort of core foods, no, no. And as about E20 was 10 years, a friend, your brainwashed about BJP, fought me with a. Again, see, you don't fight people. Like once you become dumb enough, nature kills you. It's like you do not fight, you do not waste your energy on that. One monopoly in worth is a very dangerous need. One plus one, 1 point of failure is very dangerous. Again, nature fixes that problem anyway. Nature fixes it. Here's the every culture that became like a woman equal truth or like believe her. Every culture that did that, birth rate collapsed, they died. The end, they will be replaced. Now again, it's a slow process. Like you build a dam, a river does not dry in 5 minutes. It takes 30 plus years. So people will not notice it, but by the time they will notice it, they will be dead. So you don't have to worry. Nature will like self correct it. You can't be stupid and survive. Like recently saw we are arguing with the army personnel. I feel a bit concerning. Uh, how you judge you are extracting knowledge from the book or just reading context? I read another, but not. See, if you read a book, something heavy as that, like again, this book, it will make you basically it will remove glasses from your eyes. Basically, that's what will happen. For example, this magnetless motor, right, that was creating all the hype. Because I read this book, you would not. I opened it literally because I read it. So I'm like, oh, this is what they are talking about. And I'm not joking. Like I just opened it, and that opened directly there. So every time you basically, if you are learning something again, even this book is very heavy. That book is like got tier. Once you learn things, other things starts to make sense. That's the main benefit I have. It's like I keep expanding myself. So like more and more things starts to make sense, even in economic sector. That's why I keep saying like this: physics, engineering, economics. Economics is the final layer that defines whether it will work or not. So, for example, how the heck you make a brushless, motor without magnets? I hope it's focusing on that. Let me open. Hold on. Yeah. So here you see. Hold on. I'm watching it. Yeah. This is exciter field, exciter receiver, spinning bridge rectifier, and then output on the stator. Don't need. Oh, sorry. I did opposite of that, but you get the point. You get the point. Exciter field. Yeah, I'm exactly right. Yeah, exciter phase. Yeah. So that's exact same thing. And this book was like before moon landing. That's how I remember how old this is. Before moon landing. Leading and lagging power. So again, it will start to make more sense. Again, I did if you can go through all of this book, like freaking 1000 pages of this, and you genuinely understand the math that is in it, you will be like, I got this, brother. Like I got this. The only thing you will not get is radio engineering. That's a like voodoo level black magic. But most things you'll be like, bro, I got this. I got this. Like with some experience and elbow grease, in 5 years you can be like, brother, I got this. Like I got this. Me good. Me good. Hmm. Good news for Horizon for AI Blender now they are changing camera angle as to have a suitable scenes. Eh? I am unfamiliar with what you are referencing. Chinese flooding space agencies started one new agency getting successful, many more private agencies. Yeah, I keep saying that now. Like you do not know which one will be successful. You throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. Carbon credits, it's a dumb idea. It's a dumb idea, very dumb idea. American speed rail situation makes me sad, even though I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's what happens. They're not supposed to be lobbying. They just lobbied it anyway. And again, what they did, this is the critical part. They never lobbied on the senators. They lobbied on the people. People, everybody in America fights. Oh, you can't make high-speed rail because it's a country's far. I'm like, that actually makes it more sweet. That makes it more sweet. But again, that's why, like, I can't defend like, I keep saying that it's a government jobs to delete people. That's their job. That's their whole function. It's your job to make sure that they cannot do it. It's almost like how your immune system never sleeps. The first thing your immune system kills is your own cell, because if it does not do that, cancer. So all the marketing hype gimmicks, that's what they are targeting. They're targeting this. They're not targeting politician. If enough people believe in brain damage like Hyperloop, they will take money from high-speed rail and dump it into Hyperloop so Elon Musk can become rich and everybody dies. So who was at fault? Government? No, you believed in Hyperloop. You have to die. Like, we're gonna believe in solar roadway. So how much marketing was done on solar roadway? Who is gonna suffer? Politician? No, you have to die. You believed in solar roadway, you have to die. Nature is like, bro, defective. Nature is just like shift delete, shift delete, shift delete. The only difference is we don't see the shift delete until the whole hard drive is thrown out. And once that happens, it's like, oh, there is no control side in nature. What do you think on language war in India? I do not know what you're referencing. Again, this is one ironic good thing about East India Company. We all got English, because here's the deal. You might say, oh, we should all follow Hindi. Fine, great, but here's the deal. More than enough people will fight you on that. Actually, more than 50% people will fight on you. So it is what it is. Like, we don't like it, but it is what it is. One of the companies successful first in the channel and back to back on other agencies will do the same more rapidly. It will come and yeah, that's the whole point. Now, first you do it first, or you do it better. I don't fought, but he fought with me adultery and also for BJP. He died, but people like him kill us, bro. It is life. It is life. Are you going to watch Dune 3 in theater? I have a plan, but when it's coming out? It's far now, right? It's like December or something like that, right? Will people fix capitalism or destroy more of Earth for profit? I do not know. 99% chance kill themselves, deleting Earth. Can we give update on micro RGB screen laser projection tech? Sony did that, na? The biggest thing is, oh, you are talking about like direct, I do not know about that. Direct RGB you are talking about. That I think will still take some time. Recently past graduation, I applied, got selected as sub-inspector UP and also railway selection. Damn, brother. You're gonna get a wife very quickly. Why I ended my blood of a woman? I need to continue my birth without woman as woman as Scorpio. See, that's up to you. That's up to you. Again, when you are talking about branch, like, we see evolution as a branch, right? So if too many of your elderlies who's supposed to be the root of the civilization, they become retarded, the younglings can't do much. Like, for example, all the elders in Japan is like, you should kill yourself for country. Okay, country died, the end. You can masturbate to all much you want, but it's like the first thing you have to value is family. If you sacrifice your family for a freaking piece of land, you won't have a piece of land and you will not have a family. Like, even American shows like Green Lantern, I think there was 3D Green Lantern. It had a scene where it's like, somebody was firing a weapon that will boom the planet, and Kilowog was the Green Lantern. He was like, okay, what should I do? I can't stop the bomb. So what could I do? So he was like, okay. He took the people. It's like, people asked me, like, what could I do to save my home? It's like, it's not about the place, it's about the people. So he saved the people. And I'm like, this is American mindset. They understand this part, right? Japanese did not understood that. That's like, it's about people, not about honor, country. Because again, if you're dead, you're dead. Like, there is nothing left. Abdullah Ibrahim will be there. You're the only one YouTuber who actually discloses or knows that where my electric motor is. You are the only one. No, I'm not the only one. Oh man, that would be tragic. That will be tragic. I'm not joking. Like, that will be tragic for India if I'm the only one who actually talks about what VMAG is actually doing. I'm hopeful that guy, Caleb, right? The Westerner who lives in India is like he gets access behind the scene. His channel is much bigger, of course. He'll get it. Like my channel is like what, barely 300K. His channel is like 3 million or something like that. So of course he gets access to that. So he has gotten access to it. I have said that in the video that he has got hands on it. Video is not out yet. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that hey, they actually talk about the real thing, because I fundamentally, from bottom of my heart, hate this sort of logic where it's like, oh, common people will not understand. Who are you to tell that? Because I'm the common people. I'm the illiterate guy. Like again, from an Indian point of view, I'm actually illiterate. I can't read or write. So I'm like properly. I can technically read and write. Not that good at it, but uh, so, is there a guy who's trying to blackmail his parents for an iPhone standing on a water well? Not water well. It was a cliff, if I'm not mistaken. It was a cliff. Oh, mother jumped after it. It's like, damn, that's tragic. That's like tragic on a level that's like beyond my understanding. That's like, that is genuinely tragic. That happened. It's like, so will you watch Doomsday also? Nah. Does sugar price hike links to ethanol? It's only linked to ethanol. And wait 5 years. Then people will die, and then people will say, oh, throwing away farmable land for meaningless fuel, it's dumb. It's not like, Rudolf Diesel figured it out. It's not like Henry Ford figured it out. It's not like Brazil tried it for 50 years and did not work. Oh, wait 5 years. Wait 5 years. Once he asked me a question from the book I read, it's not correct when he applied other trade-offs. Question from the book I read, my answer was not. One senior asked me a question from the book I read, my answer was not correct when he applied other trade-offs. I do not have enough concept. Will micro RGB be better than OLED? On paper, but it has not reached mass production yet. Now I keep hearing it, It's coming, it's coming. It's like, when? Countries made people think country is made by people, otherwise it's just a piece of land. That's the critical part. That's the most critical part. I think we must go to sub inspector because I use law. I can use inspector law. Smart boy. First, about the thickness of the wall of a battleship, I was shocked. Literally 20-25 inches. Dude, everybody's saying now, like, oh, the drones can boom it. It's like if America had brain, they will rebuild, or like they might even have some mothball ships, bring out those old warships. Those ships were so strong, so overbuilt. Like if you throw a tiny drone into it, it's like, bitch, please. It will literally say bitch, please. Like the ship will say bitch, please. Like they had like during that Japanese system where they were like, we are dumb and retarded and we're gonna throw away our young. So they had a plane and there was a mark, like it's a photo, it's actual black and white photo of the wartime, where it's like waterline is here, ship hull is here, and there is a zero plane going like this. Like, can you imagine, like you had a childhood, your parents put so much love, effort into you raising you, and at the end of the day, all you are is a black mark on a ship. And that hull was not even dented. It was like, bitch, get this stain out of me. And like again, they were so overbuilt, some of them can tank torpedo, like full size submarines class torpedoes, like boom, it's like bitch please. So if they had that next to Iranian border, Iran was like, we're gonna send our mosquito drone. Come on, brother, come on. And again, those guns, those big guns, they are cheap enough to run, because again, missile does carry more boom powder, but the guns are cheap enough. Meaning, I think ratio is 50-1. One missile versus 50. You can, oh, that's your underground entrance. Yeah, that entrance gone. So there is no more entrance. It's like this. It's basically a sword and shield paradox. Like the current system is very fragile, very precise, and very like one-shot kill. Battleships are like, bruh, keep. You can see that in the movie Battleship. Right? It's a meme movie, but they flat out said like it gets hit by the alien boom device and it's like only one turret goes down. It's like, yeah, they were designed for that. They were designed to tank things where it's like, who cares? See how many of the lol histories they have. It's like, okay, we're gonna paint it, we're gonna nuke it, and we're gonna see how it destroys it. The nuke goes off. It's like, did you do something? It's something supposed to happen. Like a nuke, like actual a nuke goes off. This battleship is like, am I supposed to do something? Am I supposed to be impressed? It's so many funny stories. It's like, damn. It's like, that's why I said, like, America is very scary when they have brain. Just hope they don't have brain most of the time. So as some parts of Indian Railways privatized given to different companies as I do not have enough context and I do not like that idea. Rocket Monday, you mentioned that using steel for Starship rocket wasn't the right choice from a design perspective. Yeah, here's the deal. Why? That Chinese company that's also using steel. But here's the deal. You are trying to reuse both of them. Let that sink in. You are trying to reuse both first stage and second stage, meaning any penalty on you is exponential. Okay, that's the first thing. Second, your original design, the claim that you sold to public was 300 tons to low Earth orbit, which we call interplanetary transport system. Okay, fine, great. What was it made out of? 12 meters of carbon fiber. Now, would making a 12 meter make you thicker? Yes. But will it make it thicker compared to the volume you have, like liter, cubic meter you have? No. Surface area to volume ratio does not scale linearly. It scales logarithmically, meaning your size will become bits larger, but your volume will grow exponentially, like cube to square law. That's the difference. So even if you have to make thicker wall, per liter, you are carrying much less mass. So that's why 12 meter. And then you use carbon fiber, then it's like, bro, we are like genuinely able to put 300 ton to low Earth orbit. But now you shrunk that. So math becomes against you, right? Your math becomes against you. And then you're like, okay, instead of going lithium aluminum alloy, we're gonna go stainless steel. And you might be like, okay, carbon fiber was expensive. Fair enough. Lithium alloy was not. And because you want to do U-turn, what that Chinese company Landspace is doing, that's why they're the only company that can do that. Nobody else can replicate it. The idea is they fire the rocket, fine, normal, average, duh. They launch it. Then they land it. Okay. They don't land on the sea, they land on the desert. There is a launch pad 300 kilometers away, if I'm not mistaken. So basically they fire, they do not have to do decel burn, they do not have to flip, slow themselves down, come back. All of that burns like, apparently it says like 30% of payload goes away if you have to do return to on site. When you are like downrange, basically following the ballistic trajectory, you require much less fuel. Now compare that to Starship. Starship has to do U-turn. So U-turn of the booster cost lot of propellant. So you need to make it as light as possible. That's why I keep saying like, can you force Starship to work? Maybe. But if you keep doing that, again, your claim was 150 ton. You are landing on moon by 2024. We are in 2026 and likelihood of landing on moon is not even happening in 2027. So that's that. He may get access, but he doesn't know this type of technology already existed. Who? In Marvel, Thor, Father Odin said it is not about Asgard, it's about people. Yeah, that's the whole point. Like, it's always about the people. I have bought noodles at 22 rupees a month ago. Now it's becoming 30 rupees. Yeah, wait 5 years, man. Wait 5 years. If India keeps doing this ethanol brain damage with only 20% E blend, if we do E100, we're gonna die. If we do E20 for next few years, ooh la la. Ooh la la. Again, Hindus are dumb. Hindus do dumb things. Hindu die. As simple as that. Trust me, milk prices is gonna go up too because waste. Yeah, of course. Of course, because Nitin Gadkari is a visionary man. He's needed a visionary. He just gave a fancy project, build his own personal gain, and yeah, that's the whole thing. He's like, bro, you are retard. You live here. My kids live abroad. F you. I'm gonna take your money. I'm gonna send it to my kids abroad, Europe or America, and then you're gonna die. I keep telling you, like, government's job is to delete people. That's their sole job. It's our job as an immune system to like, no, sir, no. And that's why I keep saying, keep replacing government. So nobody ever gets that, like, too comfortable or too cocky. How those thick-splex battleships were built and folded. They were not folded, they were welded, man. You can't fold a freaking 20-inch thick metals. We can make one scale like Sector Ukraine. Again, I'm working on it, bro. Your boy is working on it. Literally, I'm literally working on it. I'm hoping I get good news on Monday. I'm literally working on it. Professor is also planning to reuse the second stage first. I've seen the second stage one. Which company you're talking about? Like, I've seen a lot of companies that are working on first stage reuse, but let's see. Let's see. But land space can't be cheaper because they have to pick a rocket and back and dude, landing on sea requires a barge. Barge is idiotically expensive and it's physically shaking. And so far you can manage that. Salty water. You have that splashes of the sea. What they call, like, there is a word for it, mist or something. No, there is a word, splash. Like, again, when you are so close to the surface, there is splash. I do not know the word for it. It's mist or something like that. Something like that. Basically, you are gonna get extreme corrosion, and you are on a rocket body that has gone through extreme heat. That's really stressful for the body. Again, everything can be managed, everything can be overbuilt, but it would be cheaper for you if you don't have to deal with that. And again, they still have to truck it. Like you said, oh, they have to bring it with a truck. That's the same thing as SpaceX does. It comes in a barge to the site, and then they pick it out, put it on a truck, transport it. That's why it's so slimmy. I'm saying, sorry, skinny. 3.7 meters, right? That's the diameter, because of that reason. Billy, in my state, Odisha, today, price of sugar has gone 70 rupees per kg. Ethanol blending is gonna choke the middle class. Yeah. See, every Indian who said to me, again, you can check my channels and comments and all that. Oh, they're making ethanol from byproducts. Nature has to delete that. It's like, bro, this is dumb. Like, again, if somebody says to me or any Indian, again, as an agricultural country, oh, we're gonna use bio waste to make biogas, we will be like, duh. We know how to do that. We have been doing that. Every school book has that. Like, cool. If we're gonna use bio waste to make ethanol, and none of our brain is like, yo, bitch, something is bullshit in this. I detect bullshit. Because again, no country has been doing that. Why? By the time you build the plant, by the time you pay for the enzymes, by the time you deal with all the hassle that you have to deal with to get ethanol, it would be like freaking 500 rupees or like, $10, $20 per liter. It does not make sense. That's why nobody does that. That's why we do biogas rather than ethanol. Heck, it's actually cheaper to make crude than it is to make ethanol. Like, it's because, again, what is ethanol? It's literally alcohol. We know how to make it. Nobody makes alcohol from waste. It does not work that well. So every Indian who defended that, nature has to take care of it. Like, whoa, what's the point? Like, again, it's not CIA that's lying. It's your own brain. Like, again, worship God, I respect you. Worship government, you will get all of us deleted. I'm telling compare Falcon 9, not Chinese. Falcon 9 as in? No, China's that, what you call, land space. That's a very logical. They are very calm, very logical. Again, they do need time. Let that be very clear. They need at least 1 or 2 more years before they are like able to do at least 10 launches per year. But they are very calm, very methodic. Basically, SpaceX 2.0. Sure, Israeli has some kind of walls like USA. They had to. Because yes, if you're surrounded by so many enemy nations that are actually trying to delete you, of course you have to. You would not survive if you didn't. Time to eat. Yeah. Oh, it's been 1 hour. Let me just double check my mobile just in case if somebody has given any sort of what you call. Do you think any solution of caste system? Caste system exists everywhere, my man. It's not unique to us. Names are different, what you call designations are different, but it's the same thing. Russia is not in AI race, it's only America and China. Dude, Russia barely has a functioning warehouse. Like, they're saying the hardest thing about a 3-day military operation is the first 5 years. Because as a laser welder did not exist, so thick metals plate stuck properly. Again, that's the thing. Apparently, only country other than USA and some of European countries that can deal with like thick metal is South Korea. They know how to weld it. Like, it's a complete different technology. Like to make like artillery grade shells, like the metal shell. It's a very difficult. Okay, yeah. Okay, no, is there any solution for caste systems? Okay. Anyway, it's been 1 hour. I think my jaw will hurt a lot tonight, but such is life. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Wish me luck for Monday. I genuinely hope I want to hear my engine running, even if it goes kaboom afterwards. I do not care. Just run, goddammit, in India. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.